hello from the Bahamas and share with you my professional stripper top 10 countdown. So here we go. Number 10, choose your words wisely. What do I mean by this? I mean, when you take a guy for a dance, I don't want you to turn around and ask him for the money up front by saying, pay up front please. No. He thinks that makes him feel like it's a transaction. He doesn't want to feel like this is a transaction. He wants to feel like you two are engaged. There's a connection. So play with your words a little bit. Choose your words wisely and say, you've got to pay before you play. Or business before pleasure. Get creative with it, but there we go. Number 10, that's my 10th tip. Choose your words wisely. Number 9, this is direct his hands subtly. So when you take a customer for a dance and you sit him down, don't get me wrong, yeah, guys like to touch and they think they can. Rather than you saying, no, you can't touch, it kind of changes the energy a little bit. Instead, use your hands to direct his hands subtly. What I personally do is I like to move my hands onto his shoulders and gently stroke his arms down, placing them flat by his side with a little bit of pressure, just to give him, whilst I'm keeping eye contact with him, just to make him know that that's where his hands should be and they ain't gonna be on my body. Number 8, don't get wasted. Girls, seriously, when have you ever known a guy to be attracted to a drunk girl that's completely wasted and off her head? Never. So while you're at work, you're at work. This is a professional work environment. You wouldn't go work in a supermarket and get wasted off your face, would you? It's the same concept. Yeah, I appreciate it's hard sometimes when guys are offering you drinks, etc. But everything in moderation. If you're gonna have a drink, but let's not get wasted. Let's not lose control. You need to be compos mentis to be able to maximize your profits and keep engaged to what you're doing with the client. Make sure that he's getting wasted and you're staying on track. Number 7, talk about them, not you. Let's think about this. When do we ever want to talk about someone else when you've got the opportunity to talk about you? If you want to keep him in that VIP, you talk about him. People love talking about themselves, and he is no exception. So talk about him. Ask him everything there is. Ask him about his pets. Ask him about what he does for a living, or try and avoid his home life, because that can get a bit touchy, but yeah. But everything else, his hobbies, his interests, where's he's traveled to, try and connect with him by using things that you're interested in and build that kind of connection and rapport. If he turns around and says, oh yeah, I really like tennis, and you like tennis, go, oh my God, I love tennis. Did you see so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. But try and direct the conversation about him to things that you are familiar with. For me, it's travel. I'm good at travel, but use what you feel good with. Talk about him. Tip 6. This is the maybe later response. Now, when a guy says to you maybe later, because it does happen, I know it happens, girls, and I know it drives you insane. It drives me insane. But instead of just getting angry about it and walking away, think about it for a moment. How do we direct this and change this, transform it into you getting what you want? Like Hannes. And basically he's getting what he wants to. Let's be right, everyone wants to see you naked. So maybe later response. When he says maybe later, you come back with a flirty, not in a horrible way, not in a contradictory way, but just say, so what's changed? What changes later to now? And see what he says. He might turn around and say, oh, I just want a few more beers. If he does, fair enough. It's because he's shy. He needs a couple more beers. We do need a couple more beers sometimes when we're in these situations. So if he says that, say, okay then, it's X time now. How's about I give you another 30 minutes or another 15 minutes, I'll give you a chance to have a couple more beers, now come back. He will probably say yeah. If he says yeah, you turn around and you say to him, okay, I'll be back at 15 minutes from now, for example, 10:15, and we'll go for a dance there. Deal? And you shake on it. He will deal with you. See, what's happening here is the psychology behind it. He is making the commitment to you. And people hate to break commitment. They do, because it makes them feel as though they're liars. So you're allowing him to commit to you. And if you do see him at that time, he's on the floor, he's available, and you're on the floor and you're available, you go back to him at the time you said, and you say to him, "Hi, so-and-so," remember his name, this is very important, "hope you've enjoyed your beers, I'm ready to take you for that dance now." He appreciates the fact that you remembered him, you stay true to your commitment, and I'm sure he will do the same. If he doesn't, he doesn't. What have you got to lose? Let's be right. Try it, let me know what you think. I really want to hear your comments and feedback below on this one. Tip number 5, position your pricing accordingly. What does this mean? Okay, so if a customer that you're talking to is referring to a single $20, £20 dance as expensive, you're not going to turn around and start saying, "Why don't you come for an hour's VIP at $500 or whatever the price may be." That is not going to cut it. That's not going to work. You're going to scare him off. He's going to go to the girl that turned around and mentioned a 2-for-1 or whatever it may be. So for these guys, I want you to kind of go in slowly catch them on cold, dazzling with price cuts and offer him, "Oh, I'll give you a 2-for-1 or a dirty 30 or a naughty 40 and things like that." Play with him on the pricing. Don't scare him with big prices. Do a couple of single ones first until you've really engaged him, you've got him hooked, and then we can talk about the big pricing later. Don't run in too quick. Use your pricing accordingly. So, number 4. Okay, this is do not be predictable. We all know, and we always hear it, especially with the new girls that come into the club, and it does make us cringe. The girls that go up to a customer and say, "Do you want to dance?" Hello? Do not be predictable. Guys don't want to hear that. They've heard that in every single club they've been in. Get creative. Say something different. Turn around and slap him in the face with a, "Do you want to see me naked?" Yeah, of course he does. He's a man. He wants to see you naked, so he's not going to turn around and say no when you give him that question. It's an automatic response. "Yeah, I want to see you naked." So then what happens then is it just kind of starts off the conversation in a more positive way and less predictable, which gives them a bit of a shock. Trust me, try it. It could be anything. It could be what's your shoe size. Just try not to be so predictable with, "Do you want to dance?" Tip 3. Okay, know your self-worth. Seriously, girls, you are the prize. There's no way that you can turn around to him and start positioning this high price item, which is you, for a long time in the VIP, whatever it may be, if you don't believe that you're worth it. We all say this whole stories of like salespeople that try and sell something that they don't believe in and it's not successful. You have to believe in the product. Right now, the product is you. And trust me, you're worth it. They are all in there to see you. Don't forget that. You're the prize. Know your self-worth. Number 2 on the countdown. Don't take things personally. Honestly, girls, we know this because we experience it ourselves too. Yeah, even if you're shaking your head right now, we know it's true. If he's having a shit day, he's an asshole to you, it may just be because he's having a shit day. We all have our good days, we all have our bad days. Don't take it personally. If he turns around and starts being a dick to you and saying stuff, respond with, "Shit, has your day really been that bad?" You'll be surprised what kind of response you get. Don't take it personally and walk off feeling upset and feeling less than. He's just having a bad day. We all have them. I know I've been into the club before and been arsey with a guy because I've had a bad day, and I'm sure you have too. Take into consideration that it could have just been a shit day. So ask him, say, "Has your day really been that bad? What's happened?" See if he'll open up and engage with you and try and transform his bad attitude and his bad energy and his bad day into a good one, because trust me, if you can do that, he is going to appreciate the hell out of you, and that's when his wallet is going to open. It is so much more easy to transform a guy that's got bad attitude into a guy that's got no attitude and he's got no emotions into having a dance. This is the easy ticket. Don't run away from this situation and do not take it to heart. You don't know what experience they've had that day. It could have been a bad day. That's all there is. So seriously, girls, don't get wrapped up with emotions. Don't take things personally. And finally, my last and best tip to you girls. in my number one on the professional stripper countdown is smile. Seriously, no one wants a grumpy stripper. Have you ever noticed, like, when you walk into certain clubs and all the dancers are sitting there with a face on them, playing on the phone, and like the guys are like, holy crap, what's going on here? They don't want to see that. They don't want to see you with a face on you. They want beautiful, happy, outgoing, fun strippers or sexy, temptress goddesses that smile and seduce them. Seriously, smiles are everything, and they go such a long way. This is like the universal language. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you speak their language or not, but a smile talks multilingual, and that's what I want you to do in the club. My number one tip to you is smile. That is my 10 professional stripper tips countdown, and I hope this really added value to you. I hope that you can go out there, use these in the club, and allow it to transform your career. And if you want any more information, any more tips, check out the website, check out the links below. Please add some comments and feedbacks, and to be honest, if you've got any questions, rock them down below. I'd be more than happy to help. I'm here to help you. I'm here to add value, and I hope I've done that today. Mwah. Big kiss and loves from the Bahamas, and I'll chat to you soon.